In the midst of a storehouse of treasures, it is hard to distinguish between that which is the most valuable and that which is of lesser or inferior value. We find ourselves in that position during these weeks when we read the magnificent Torah portions that began with Yitro, the Decalogue, when the children of Israel stood around the base of a mountain in the middle of a desert, and then transformed into something more powerful than has existed since the very beginning of time, with that single moment. And then, climbing through the next Torah portion of Mishpatim, we see all the laws that were unrolled before the people's consciousness, changing them yet again into something more powerful and dramatic, something that would cause the cosmos to never revert back to its original chaotic form. And now in this week's Torah reading, we find ourselves in Terumah with the words, Vayichu li Terumah. God says to the people, get for me Terumah. Everybody whose soul is willing, let him give what he or she is capable of giving, what their heart desires. Let this be the gift of the soul, the gift that speaks out from the inside of the self and translates itself into something physical. If you feel the power, if you feel the urge inside of your blood, let it happen. And the Baal Shem Tov points out that it's not a mistake that this should occur now, that in the Torah reading, as we finished last week's Sidra, the Jewish people were so moved that they practically screamed out to God, Na'aseh v'nishma, whatever it is that you want of us, God, we hear it, we will execute it. And in the moment after, God says, Vayichu li Terumah, now take for yourself Terumah. What your soul wants you to do, let it out. Let your soul be manifest into this universe by action. Let your hands do this. And we learn from the Baal Shem Tov that when you feel the urge to want to do a mitzvah, don't say, well, this is good, I will take care of it first thing in the morning. When you feel the urge to want to do something, act upon it, because it may not be there in the morning, or it may not manifest itself in the same way. When you feel it, do it. And there's a special gift that is found in the inner recesses of that action, because we define ourselves by what we do. We make of ourselves by what our hands perform. Self-definition comes from what we do with our hands and our feet and our mouth. So when you feel the urge to do something, when you feel the urge to act out God's will, don't wait a second. Perform it immediately. And then as a residue, as a special gift tapped inside of that, will come a better sense of self, the willingness to execute God's will on a more regular basis, because we feel good. We feel in sync and in harmony with what God wants from us. And further, when you feel yourself wanting to do the right thing in no determined measure, to act upon that. Our laws are so intricate and vital that they speak to almost every aspect of our human being's life. But why do we need to wait to be ordered? If we feel in our heart and our soul moved to do something, act upon it immediately. Wishing you the most beautiful of Shabbases that rolls into the most eloquent of holidays just around the corner from now. Get ready, for when the month of Adar comes, we have filled ourselves with beautiful joy. Marbim basimcha.